coming up this weekend. As you guys know, with my main man Todd, we usually get together on Mondays, but we had to kick things back a little bit this week because nobody really wanted to talk about the bullshit Jets. And nonetheless, listen, here we are talking Jags and Buffalo Bills wild card weekend. And listen, Todd, let it rip, man. Talk to me, my brother.
Well, we can't really talk about the Jets because that we couldn't even say that that was like a warm up because we had all the backups in for the most part. The only thing that bothers me about that game is that we lost our kicker, and or possibly he may play, but I don't know. And we lost our young corner, who I was hoping was gonna kind of shine in this game and hopefully going forward in the other games in the playoffs. But anyway, can't really talk about the game last week. So with Jacksonville, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really nervous about this game. Very, very
Really?
nervous. I usually am always nervous for a playoff game, but there's always something in the back of my mind saying, we can handle this team or that team. I don't. Man, we got everything's got to go right for this Buffalo Bills team to advance. The running game has to work against the best rushing defense in the league. Josh Allen's foot has to be, I think, really healthy because this defense has a lot of speed and power and strength, um, and we got to be on defense, be able to stop their running game, which is not awesome, but it's not horrible. Etienne's a good back. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run. Trevor Lawrence has legs. We saw that in college. We've seen that in his early career because he hasn't been that good. He's had to run a little more than he's wanted to. But he's playing lights out. And they have a phenomenal receiving core that our defense has to stop. They have an all world kicker who just can kick 65 yarders with his eyes closed. Um, it's in Jacksonville. So all of those factors make me really nervous. We have to have everything go right. We're going to need, I think, at least two turnovers. Um, I don't think we're going to be out coached. I just don't know if we have the talent all the way around to compete with this young team. Uh, I trust me. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm really nervous about the game, to be honest. What's your take?
Well, my take, to be honest with you, man, I mean, I think it's gonna be a good game. I don't know if I'm as nervous as you,
Okay.
and I'll be quite honest. I think the Buffalo Bills are gonna win. Like I said, I'm as long as we got Josh Allen, man, I'm always okay. That's first and foremost. Second of
True.
all, I think a lot of the numbers. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are a very good team. I'm not gonna take that away from them, and neither are we gonna take away the fact that they have won 8 straight. We're not gonna take that away from them, right? And since I believe it's week 7, they haven't scored less than 25 points a game.
Yeah.
So listen, they rolling, they rocking, they they doing their thing. But I think a lot of the numbers, especially when it comes to run defense, they're very good on the edges on defense.
Yeah.
But in the NFL, they're the team that's been least run on, so to speak.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
think those numbers are a little miscued in that sense.
Okay.
Also, again, I do agree with what you said as far as a very good receiving core. They're very good. Like
Yes.
he has a lot of weapons, and then
Yes.
you can't forget about ETN who ran over 1,000 yards this year as well. So they definitely have the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that and I hate to say it, I hate to talk like this, right? But just like the Patriots, the same way we make the argument about the Patriots,
Yeah.
the same can be said about Jacksonville. Now, again, just like the Patriots, I think they're a very good team.
Yeah.
But I think the numbers is a little flared, man, because of who they faced. Now I'm gonna run through some quarterbacks real quick and just let me know. Listen, they have pretty much in the last few games, these are the quarterbacks they face, right?
Yeah.
They have faced since week 12. They faced Jacoby Brissett, who threw over 300 yards.
Okay.
That's a household name. We've heard of that name.
Yeah.
They faced Cam Ward. Week 14, they faced Riley Leonard. Week 15, they faced Brady Cook. Week 16, Bo Nix, who also threw over 300 yards. That was a very close game.
Okay.
Week 17, they faced old man Philip Rivers. And week 18, they faced Brandon Allen.
All right. Makes me feel better. they also do have, and I'm not that makes me feel a lot better. They also have had some good wins. They've beaten Denver, they've beaten Houston, they've beaten the Niners. But you talking about the quarterbacks that they've faced the last
Absolutely.
bunch of weeks, that's good to know as well. We need Kincaid healthy. We need Kincaid.
It's funny. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, we need Kincaid. Period.
No, no. Like I was gonna say, it's funny you say that, and that's funny that you said that you feel good about that because again, these quarterbacks, Braden Allen, Phillip Rivers, Bo
Garbage.
Nix, okay, Brady,
Not garbage.
okay. Listen, absolutely right. Riley Leonard,
I know.
and aside from that, again, weight class goes up as far as Josh Allen goes. But also, here's another thing, right? We talking about Kincaid. You just mentioned Kincaid, and I said Kincaid. I said it all week. I think Kincaid is the X factor. I think Kincaid is going to be the difference maker in this game.
I do too. If he's healthy, I agree with you.
Now, bright side, good news story. The Jaguars have allowed 1,004 yards and 8 touchdowns to tight ends on the season.
Okay.
So now, if you throw, let's say you got Kincaid, you got Dawson Knox, you
Yep.
got Jackson Halls.
Yeah.
These guys can feast, man.
Yeah.
These
Okay.
guys can feast. They've allowed 1,008 yards and 8 touchdowns to tight ends on the season.
Which statistically for a tight end is an excellent. That's an excellent season.
Right?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? A
Yeah.
thousand and eight yards to tight ends?
Right. Okay. Well,
Like,
that gives
come
me
on.
hope for sure because you're the stat guy, so that gives me hope for sure. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be tough. We're going to be in the game. We're not going to get blown out, like you said. And as long as we have Josh, who's proven in the playoffs that he's not the reason why we've lost games, if he can still be that player, I feel a little better after this. Okay, but I still am nervous because I just think overall the talent level that Jacksonville has is superior to ours, except for running back and quarterback.
I yeah, I would agree. I mean, listen, overall, I will
Yeah.
agree that overall talent is
Yeah.
very good.
Yes.
It's very good. And if I got one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit, I don't like the fact that they underdogs. They 1 point underdogs and they at home.
I don't
Because
like that either.
I
Yeah.
feel that level of disrespect really brings out a different animal in a man, in
Yep.
which now they feel again highly disrespected, and they feel like what, I'm gonna kick your teeth in.
Yeah. Yeah, that plays a
That I don't like.
factor. Yeah, being a home dog in the playoffs, that gets that home dog fired up for sure. But the reason why they're favored is because we do have number 17 on our side. That's why the Bills are favored.
Right.
By whatever, it's 1.5 now. I don't know. It might change before Sunday. I don't think it will much. Um, but yeah, I mean, it lights a fire. They've got a different mindset with their head coach. I think their head coach is really good. He's creative. He's done a lot with that team. McDermott's got to do his thing. Again, he's like the defensive guru. He pulls rabbits out of the defensive hat. You know what I mean? He's got to work that magic again. Our return game is going to be huge. Can Ray Davis get us in good field position? And I don't know how Jacksonville is against the return game, but we're going to need Ray Davis to get some good return yards and get us in good field position. If we're in good field position, we're going to score points.
Yeah.
So we got to win the turnover battle. I mean, these are things that any coach would say or any player would say, but I really feel like we have to turn the ball over a couple more times than they do. I mean, than we do. And I don't want to turn the ball over, but we
Right.
have to turn them over and give ourselves an opportunity because I think defensively we may struggle a little bit. So
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that Jacksonville has done very well, just like the Patriots. They've won the turnover battle in their
that's
last
right.
few games, and they do very well with taking away the ball, whether
Yeah.
it's via fumble or whether it's via interception. They've done very well with turning over the ball or getting turnovers rather. And it's again one of the things that the Buffalo Bills is pretty much they in order listen, whether it's Sunday or whether it's to make a deep run in the playoffs, the Buffalo Bills are gonna have to do a a great job at protecting the ball.
Yep.
There's no way around that. You can't make it into the playoffs against these good teams and turn over the ball.
Yeah.
I would say this in reference to your short field and comment what you said about Ray Davis. I think Ray Davis, I said a little earlier, I think Ray Davis is very key in this game, and I don't think it's being spoken about enough.
Yep.
I think short field positions, especially being on the road, is very important.
Sure.
I think Matt Prater, we don't know, he didn't practice today, and that's not to say that he won't play. But my thing is this: if I'm the Buffalo Bills, do I even chance putting him in? Because we seen what happened last week with the New York Jets. He got hurt during the game, and they couldn't. That's it. It was 2-point conversions from that point on.
Yeah.
So do you even chance putting him in the game? Now, this kid that they got, Matthew Wright, I looked him up. His numbers are pretty impressive. So listen, I described him earlier as him being a journeyman, right? Because
Yeah.
just like Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's been around the league. The guy's been
Yeah.
all over the place, right? But let's
He
go
was
over
on the
some.
he was on the Texans at one point, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, how about this? He was on the when the Bills lost to the Jaguars 9-6. He was their kicker.
Oh, okay. Ah,
And in that
interesting.
game, he
I
even
don't
kicked a
remember that.
55-yarder against us.
I don't remember that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that was okay. Yeah, I remember the 55-yarder. I just don't remember him being their kicker.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
was their kicker. And I'm gonna tell you something. Career, he's kicked 60 for 68, 60 of 68 field goals, and 45 of 47 extra points.
You imagine if he's the X factor in the game and we need him to kick a 54-yarder to win it.
That'd
If
be
he's the
something
guy,
else.
that'd be great.
But no, but I'm gonna tell you something. That's actually one of his downfalls. He don't have a long leg.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why when you said Ray Davis is key, I gotta
Yeah.
agree with that because
Yeah.
again, if he can get a short field and Josh Allen can get a short field and the rest of the Buffalo Bills offense, then again, this guy's pretty consistent, man. If Matt Prater can't go,
You know who I think is going to be another X factor?
who's
I
that?
think I think Gabe Davis is going to get fed the ball a lot. I do.
Yes.
Why not? What's the difference? This is either our last game of the year or it's the game that propels us to the next level. Just feed one of these guys. Let it be Gabe Davis. He had a great catch in the end zone against the Jets last week. That's what he can do. It was over the top of the helmet in the end zone.
I know I was there.
Yeah.
Remember, I went to
Oh,
the
that's
game.
right. That's right. We could talk about that too.
I was there.
But that catch was like that's the catch that Gabe Davis would used to make for us. Those really nice catches. Just feed one of these wide receivers. Just do it. Give Brandon Cooks the ball. Um, I think Palmer's injured. He hasn't done much anyway. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Shavers, just feed these guys. Figure it out, and that's where Joe Brady comes in. And we've talked about his faults, many times. And I don't know if he's going to be as creative as we want him to be. But I think Gabe Davis is going to be a factor. Let's get him 5 or 6 or 7 catches and see what happens.
Listen, this can be his revenge game. That remember,
Yeah.
don't forget the Jaguars cut him after 10 games.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
So listen, what better way to go back to Duval and let them know you still got some juice in the tank, man.
Yep. Yep. If James Cook is bottled up a little bit because their run defense is decent against him, then you know what? Start throwing him the ball too somehow.
I,
Just let it all out. Let's do whatever we have to do to try to manipulate this game in our favor. Because here's what I will say: if we can get past this game, we can beat anybody else. I'm not worried about. I feel confident about any other team that we're going to play in the AFC. This is the one game that scares me the most. So if we can win this game, no matter who we play after that, we can beat them. I don't care if it's the Texans, the Broncos, the Patriots, the Chargers. I'm not worried about at all. But I think this is the game that we need to win to get us to that special level that we've been waiting for. So
some analysts say the winner that comes out of this game is going to represent the AFC.
it's very possible.
They go as far as saying that.
It's
I
very
mean,
possible.
listen, you got to keep in mind, man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This Jaguars team, just like the Patriots, I've been touching on the Patriots a lot because they kind of remind me of each other. They got a good quarterback, and their future is very promising.
Yeah.
Listen, you got to remember they This is a first year GM, a first year head coach, a first year they got a lot of firsts coming
Yeah.
out of this Jaguars organization. And what they and remember, they don't even have Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I was just going to say that they don't even have, and he, I don't know how much he would have mattered. I mean, he's a nice young talent, but yeah, I know I said that too. They don't even have their top pick, and so yeah, as far as the future goes, if they're, if they're going to be this team going forward, and then they bring in a guy like a Travis Hunter, and they're already really good, it just adds more to their arsenal.
Listen, but they definitely scary, man. Listen, on
Yeah, they
offense,
are.
they listen. They got Brian Thomas Jr., who's their vertical threat. Obviously,
Yep,
you got Parker Washington, who that's your slot guy, so to speak. And that
yep,
guy don't get enough credit. That guy's nasty.
yep. And
Um,
they got
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers is killing it.
Listen, they were leading the league in drop passes, and they go out in the trade deadline and probably make one of the most. Listen, if you look
Aggressive
right,
trades.
right, and if you look across the league, that's probably that's the best trade that's worked out for any team.
Yeah, I would say so.
They were
Yeah,
leading the league in drop catches, and you go out and get a guy in Jacoby Myers who don't drop the ball,
yep.
and he's been your guy, and the guy's a stud, man. And then you got guys like there you go. I had to look down at my notes for a second. Brenton Strange, who
Strange.
is a phenomenal tight end. So
Yes, he is.
they got a lot of weapons, and the Bills got they work cut out for them. But I'm not as nervous maybe as you are. I think the Buffalo Bills will be fine. I think they'll find a way. I think I think I one thing I if I can give them any advice, man, it'll be I get that they're the number one uh run defense, but listen, our offense is built around that run. Don't
Yeah,
shy away from the
we're the
run.
number one running offense. And if we can get Cook going early and we can establish that run, we know what that turns into. Play action, and it just spreads the offense up open a little bit more than than the Jacksonville Jaguars would like. If Kincaid is healthy, he opens things up because he is a guy that they're going to key on. Not Keon Coleman, but key their defensive
I know
players
what you
on.
mean. I know what you mean.
and uh, and I think Shakir, I think he's done well in the playoffs for us as well. So I'd like to see him, step it up like he does and make some, special plays. Ty Johnson is questionable, so it's going to be Ray Davis time. I don't have a problem with that. I like Ray Davis a lot. I think he's really stepped it up in the last month on the kicking side, and also just the last couple of weeks. Like he played great last week. I love seeing that, and that might be a warm up to him spelling Cook a little bit more. Um, Not that they have to, but he's just another added tool.
Yeah, I mean,
Excuse
that
me.
Ty Johnson loss. If he can't play, I take that a little hard because
Yes.
I think that's a big one for us. I think Ty Johnson is really key.
He's a
You know,
bruiser. He's a
yeah,
bruiser. He's our bruising running back. He's just a big, strong, good, good pass catching running back.
and he can catch the ball out the backfield as well.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's something that the Buffalo Bills, just like you touched on. Hey, listen, if if you're not having success running the ball, then get the backs the ball
Yeah.
out the throw them the ball out the backfield. You know
That's
what
what I said. I said if Cook gets bottled up, just start feeding him in the flat as if it's a running play. Just let him do his thing because he's elusive. He's got agility. He's got speed. And let's just open up the toolbox, whatever that looks like, and just let it all hang out. What's the difference at this point?
Yeah, listen, it's you want to go home, right? So anything
Yeah.
goes. You throw a kitchen sink on at him if you have to, man. That you don't hold back at all.
Nope.
So I just hope Joe Brady has that mindset. And I just hope Joe Brady has. They just called him for an interview. You know,
I saw
yeah.
that.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
so
Go ahead.
yeah, right. Yeah, I listen. I say the same thing. Believe it or not, there's actually people that like Joe Brady. They think that what he's done for the Buffalo Bills is great. They think what he's done for Josh Allen is great, and
Yeah.
they actually stand by saying, "Look, people want him."
Yeah.
But listen, I say go, man. Good riddance.
Yeah. You can have them. We'll figure it out from there. I think I texted you. I don't know if you saw it. Mike McDaniel's out there. He's a little weird, but he's
Oh,
creative.
yeah.
Would he mesh with McDermott? I don't think so. But
Nah, I wouldn't
yeah,
want him anyway. That dude's a widow, man. I'll take my choice is still Brian Dable, man. I stand by Brian Dable.
me
That'll be my
too.
choice.
Me too.
Um, and I'm with you on that. Brady can go, folks. We just want to sit up there and tell you guys. I know we may be a little all over the place, but it is very very late, and we had technical difficulties getting on. There you go. Right? Still, apparently, we still having them. But so it is very very late, and we actually trying to get through this, man. So we thank y'all for bearing with us. But nonetheless, back to it. But yeah, they could have they could have that guy, man. I don't care too much for Joe Brady. Either way, I think because his last year here, to be honest with you,
I
because I
do.
think
I do too.
if the Bills lose, he's fired.
Yeah.
Um, and or he may land a job. But either way, I think he's done. This is his last year here.
Yeah. Let me throw this out at you because this is the rumor mill now. They were saying today, and again, they sometimes the agents kind of build this rumor up. They were saying if they were saying that John Harbaugh, who was let go by the Ravens, there's 9 teams looking at him, but there's only 6 open spots. So there's 3 teams that still have coaches,
Heard that.
and I think one of them was Miami. So let's say there's 2 spots out of the 9 that still have coaches, and the rumor was if McDermott or Matt LaFleur happened to lose this weekend, that he would consider going to one of those 2 teams. And I'm thinking to myself, and my friend at work asked me this also. Would you take John Harbaugh? And I said, you know what? McDermott's not the problem. It's not. It's the personnel that we have. We don't have the players. So John Harbaugh could come in here, but we're still going to have the same players. You know what I mean? Like it's not McDermott. They love McDermott. He's built the culture there. I like his philosophy. Um, I don't need to see John Harbaugh. So
Uh,
I think
yeah.
it's just personnel. So
Yeah, I heard the same thing. I heard that there's actually teams
excuse me.
that's currently in the playoffs that are interested in probably Harbaugh, and the Buffalo Bills name came up right away. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I like
Excuse me.
that. I like that shit.
That too. That
I
could light some fire under the team
I,
as
I
well.
think right. I think that is I think that whoever leaked that, whether true or false, I think it benefits the Buffalo Bills
Yeah,
because
they could rally around McDermott.
absolutely. And I think and listen, there's a lot of rallying. They can rally around McDermott. They can rally around um Josh Allen because
Yep.
the narrative on him is again, if not now, then when. So
Yeah.
the Buffalo Bills have a lot of things going their way. Last week at the game in the locker room, you see Josh Allen say it's fucking go time.
Yeah.
And listen, man, I love to see that in our leader. I love to see that in our QB1. So, like I said, going back to the Jags game and stepping away from brass and stuff like that, as far as management goes, I think that the Buffalo Bills got a great shot at winning this game. And again, I don't know if I'm nervous about it. I actually listen. I can't wait to get started. To be completely honest with you.
You're usually good with that because you said that about the Patriots the second time around, and I was so nervous about it. And you said, you know what, we're going to take care of business, and we did. I mean, we were down early. We were down by a lot. It took a lot to get there, but the way that we played in the second half was the Bills team that we've grown to love. Um, so listen, I'm going to take what you're saying and run with it and just you know have the confidence that you have. I think going forward, but. Out of the gate, I was nervous. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we definitely can beat them. We definitely can. It's just I just feel like it's going to take almost almost perfection to do it. For some reason, that's my vibe. That's how I feel. Like it's going to take Cook to have 115 yards and 2 touchdowns, or it's going to take Josh to throw for 3 touchdowns, and we're going to need 3 turnovers. And I just feel like it's going to be like that. I hope it's not. I hope it's easier than that, but
Right. I think what happened is I think it's really honestly speaking, it's really gonna come down to I have complete belief in Josh Allen. I have complete belief in
I
the
do
Buffalo
too.
Bills. being able to run the ball.
Okay.
Right? I have complete belief that they'll be okay in that area. The one thing that I'm worried about is probably the one thing that's going to worry me throughout the course of the playoffs, as long as the Buffalo Bills is playing ball, and that is probably our ability to take their quarterback and get him off the X and put the quarterback on the ground. The Buffalo Bills, especially with a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence, you have to be able to apply some type of pressure. Let me tell you something. He's been playing very good ball as of late. And
Very good.
again, he's very comfortable. So
Yes.
being that he's very comfortable, the Buffalo Bills have to do something to kind of ruffle this guy's feathers. But
Go ahead.
no, if you just think that he's just gonna sit back and he'll pick us apart.
Yeah.
So if the Buffalo Bills pass rush don't get home some way somehow, listen, it don't necessarily have to be a sack, but there has to be quarterback pressure.
Pressure and have him throw horrible passes into the ground, or have him to run to the right or left and throw it out of bounds, or throw a couple of picks. If we can just get a couple of picks, and if those are our turnovers, not necessarily fumbles, but picks. Let's. I haven't heard Cole Bishop's name in a while. Poyer is also questionable, but you know what? Let's get Hancock in there and see if maybe he's, I don't know, just young and faster and more aggressive. Maybe we'll hit lightning in a bottle. But a poor Jordan is questionable, which I
Yeah.
don't like that either. So we can get any kind of pressure on Trevor Lawrence. He has the ability to take off and run, and that scares me a little bit because we
Yeah.
we suck at tackling, and we got to be good tacklers on Sunday. Um, and that's part of, like, making everything perfect for us to win. That's how I feel. So all the things that we haven't liked, they're going to have to do on Sunday because it's playoff time. They're playing against a good team. So we can't get away with just being lazy and not tackling, and Josh throwing bad passes and all that garbage. And if I see one screen pass or bubble screen, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really don't want to see any of it.
And I'm gonna tell you one thing. You said two things that I believe have to take place on the flip side. First thing you said we horrible at tackling. Jacksonville's complete opposite. They
Yeah.
very good at tackling,
Yeah.
especially at that first level.
Yep.
Very, very good on getting you on the ground. That first man that makes contact with the offense usually brings them down.
They have speed too.
Yeah. And the second thing that you said, in which I hope Josh Allen does, you mentioned something that you said you hope we can get Trevor Lawrence to throw the ball away. I'm hoping that Josh Allen does the same thing if pressure comes his way.
Play
I'm
smart.
hoping. Right. I'm hoping he's smart with the ball. I'm hoping he can live to see 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
And like I said, just chip away. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Buffalo cannot live in 3rd and longs. Not with a defense like the Jaguars. Number one, and number two, the Jaguars, just like the Buffalo Bills, have a very hard time on getting off the field on 3rd down. Their
Okay.
defense,
That's
right? Their defense struggles on getting off the field on 3rd down, just like the Buffalo Bills do sometimes.
okay. They said that Brady had Josh Allen self scout himself this week, and they had him look at film on himself. And he did a little press conference, and he said, "Yeah, I got to be smarter. Like, I can't. I got to throw the ball away. I got to do check. I got to take the check downs. The check downs are Jackson Hawes. Okay, so Jackson Hawes catches three balls for 30 yards. I'll take it. Or the check down is Shavers on a 5 yard out. I don't care. Just let's do the check downs like we have to, and just grind it out. If we have to grind it out, let's do it because we can do it. I don't have a problem seeing more of the guys that we don't see a lot of, because a lot of times that happens in the playoffs. You'll get guys that come out of nowhere and they have really good games because all the star players are being watched, a little bit more. So if a Jackson Hawes or a Shavers or a Ray Davis or somebody like that has to step up, let him, or even Gabe Davis has to step up. Let him do it. Who cares how we do it? So
Yeah, this is a game in which, like I said, this, listen, for the rest of the season, man. Well, hopefully this ain't our last Sunday, but this is a game. I mean, this is a the Buffalo Bills are going to have to utilize their tight ends. There's
And
no way
yeah,
around it. You cannot just rely on Josh Allen nor James Cook. You're gonna have to get creative. You're gonna have to sit up there again. Probably throw some jumbo packages in there as well. Throw some 13 personnel in there as well. But your tight ends have to play a crucial role in this week and any other week after that if the Buffalo Bills can survive in advance.
no doubt. Um, I'm praying. Well, I'm praying that we win, and I'm not a religious person, but I'll pray that we win.
Mhm.
And we're playing at 1 o'clock on Sunday. If somehow we can get the victory, man, let's hope the Steelers win because we can beat the Steelers. I am not afraid at all of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let them win. Let's pray that the Chargers somehow can upset the Patriots.
They can
That
win.
they can win. They definitely can.
They
Let's
can win.
pray that they can beat they can beat the Patriots. Um, and what's the other matchup that I'm missing? That's it.
The Texans
Texans and
on Monday.
Steelers. Texans and Steelers. Chargers, Patriots, Bills, Jacksonville. That's it because Denver's on a bye. So that's it.
Listen,
So we'll
go ahead.
see.
I'm sorry.
No. I just let's play for those upsets, because we're not an upset. We're favored. So if we win, the books have us favored, so it's not an upset. Um, I think the Steelers are favored too, although the Texans that could change. They may be favored because they're home, but not by
I,
a lot.
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't. That's the one game in which I wouldn't have so much faith in the Steelers.
Yeah,
That defense, that pass rush with a quarterback that's way past his prime, a quarterback who's like Aaron Rodgers. Listen, he ain't the
they
most mobile. They can be teeing off on him, man.
they might hurt them. You're
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
they may tee off on him. I mean, listen, we seen what they did to our boy, and our boy's mobile. He's able to roll out and but Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean,
they're
he
just not that good. I'm sorry. The
and
fact
they
that they won
aren't.
the division and the fact that they won that game last week, they're just not good. I mean, DK Metcalf is coming back, but they've got lockdown corners on Houston, so they'll figure it out. And they got good safeties, and they're good all the way around on defense. I don't think they're scared of the Pittsburgh offense. They might be scared of the Pittsburgh defense, but even that group is not awesome. So we'll see what happens. It could be a weird game. Um, I do. I am interested in the Chargers Patriots, and I think people are forgetting that the Chargers are still in the league because everybody's just in love with this Patriots team, and I can't stand it because I freaking hate that team. I hate
Listen,
that franchise.
and the same could be said even with the Jaguars. Listen,
True.
I think fans look at it like, oh yeah, the Bills, but the media is in love with the Jags, and the media, like you said, is in love with the Patriots.
They are for sure. I haven't heard anybody pick the Bills to win the game, even though they're favored. They're shocked that the Bills are favored. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no, they're favored because they have the best quarterback in the league. So that's
yeah.
why they're favored. You know, it, it's interesting because the love that the Jags all of a sudden have, you know, and the love that the Patriots all of a sudden have is sometimes it's laughable because it's kind of silly. They're both very good teams, good coaches, good players. Are they ready yet to take the next step? I don't. One of those two teams is not. So let's hope the Chargers can knock the Patriots out of there.
Listen, and I think that's very much possible. Because ironically enough, the Chargers' weakness happens to also be the Patriots' weakness. The Chargers' weakness is probably the offensive line. Justin
Yeah,
Herbert runs for his life every damn week. He he
yeah,
he is he is like a crash dummy.
yeah.
And the New England Patriots don't have a very good pass rush.
No, it's
So
not great.
so again, it's very much possible. And again, I'm gonna say this much: they facing a good quarterback because Justin Herbert ain't no slouch.
Right.
So it can happen, man. It can happen. I mean, listen, all these games we spoke about this throughout the year. it can go either which way with any of these teams,
Yeah.
even our Buffalo Bills. But I think that we'll be okay. I think the Bills will be more than fine, man.
I like that it's a 1 o'clock game. Let's just get it going. It's Sunday at 1. We don't have to wait till Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We don't have to wait till Monday night. We don't have to wait till Saturday night. Um, just let it be 1 o'clock Sunday, traditional, and let's just do this. Let's just see what we can do. I don't like the fact that McDermott has never won a road game, but we know what the real stats mean behind that. Um, he's 0-5, but three of those losses were against the Chiefs. And
Yeah,
so does it really count? It's kind of like they were just playing the same team every year.
yeah.
So, but let this be his first road win. Let's get the ball rolling and let's defy the odds and change the narrative.
Listen, I'm 100% in agreement with that, and I think that they will. I mean, we're gonna get ready to wrap up soon, Todd, because I know it's late. And again, for those of you who are joining us, man, we appreciate you, and we apologize if we're a little all over the place, but we're really trying to squeeze this in. My man Todd is tired. I'm a little exhausted myself. We both on about, let's say, in the next few hours, we about, Todd. If you're anything like me, you're probably in about, you've been awake for about 21 hours or something like that. Um,
I've been up since we got this puppy now, so I'm up an hour earlier than I normally would be on the weekdays to get this puppy fed and go to the bathroom before we go to work. So yeah, I've been up since 5:20 this morning. So
Oh, I got you beat. I've been up since 4:30 this morning. Yeah.
oof.
But listen, nonetheless, man, we do it for our beloved Buffalo Bills. So we thank people that actually tune in and actually engage and talk to us and stuff like that. So we'll get ready to wrap up. And listen, I just want to end with, I want to kind of touch on this as well. We kind of go back to special teams because I think that that's going to be very important, man.
Yeah,
I really, really do. 73 games this year in the NFL was decided by three or less points. And in the playoffs, that stuff just pretty much revs up. What I'll say on my checkout, and I'll let you close us out. Again, I'm gonna go with the Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills will win. I think the Buffalo Bills will find a way to win. I get it. The Jags are coming in hot. Trevor Lawrence is balling out of his mind, and they've been kind of revved up by being placed as underdogs at home. And but I think that our Buffalo Bills, I think Josh Allen's why, and I think Sean McDermott's why, and I think um Joe Brady's why, and just the Buffalo Bills as a team. I think our why is a lot bigger. And I think the Buffalo Bills find a way to win this game, man. And I think that leaving you with this for this part, I think that I don't know if the Chargers will win, but I think that the Chargers have a very good chance of winning.
I
And
do
I
too.
don't I don't think enough people speaking about it.
No, no one's talking about it. No one's even mentioned them in this race. So let's hope they do it because they're the 7th seed, and if we can somehow squeeze out a win and move on to the next round. And the Chargers can win, and somehow the Steelers can win. Um, the Chargers got to go to the Broncos, and maybe they can work some magic against them, and we can take care of the Patriots. I mean the Steelers. So it's exciting. This is one of the best times of the year. It's kind of sad because the season's almost over, just because we love football. Um, we've been used to our Bills advancing to the next, round or two, and let's hope that that continues. I will say this: if for some reason this doesn't happen and they can't get past this game, we are in for a very, very interesting offseason with our franchise. Whether it's the OC getting fired, whether it's the GM getting, I don't know if he'll get fired, but there's going to be a lot of weight on his shoulders to change the personnel of this team because that's where we're lacking. It's not the culture, it's not the head coach, it's the personnel that we have on both sides of the ball that needs to be upgraded big time.
I agree with that. I think if something does happen again, I think it does come down to management, man. I think management is again, just like yourself. I don't see Sean McDermott being fired.
No.
I don't see none of that happening. But again, I think it's management, man. I think management there'll definitely be some type of shockwave send throughout the Buffalo Bills organization some way, somehow.
Absolutely.
That's all I got, Todd. I'm pretty much done on this end. You got anything?
No, man, I'm just going to get some shut eye and I'm going to reset my brain and get myself mentally prepared for Sunday at 1 o'clock in Jacksonville. And I'm telling you, if we can win this game, there's a really good chance we're going to get to the level that we want to get to, and that would be the Super Bowl. Because I think after this game, we can beat anybody.
Definitely, man. I agree with you 1,000,000%. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna jump in the car wash. That's the shower, and I'm gonna close my blinds. That's my eyes.
Me too, man.
So that's it, man. Again, I think the Buffalo Bills will be okay. I think the Buffalo Bills will come out victorious. Um, I just feel it in my heart, man. I think these boys are gonna come out and they got a lot to prove, especially that offensive line. And I think they're gonna be fine, man. But that's it, Todd. We out of here,
Do it.
folks. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Todd. Got something to
No,
say?
no. I said, let's do it. Let's do this.
Yeah, definitely, man. Folks, again, I'm gonna say it for the third time. Thanks for being here with us. Me and Todd, we actually went through a lot to get this done, man. We was again
Took a
having
while.
technical difficulties for over an hour. And we still made it work, although it's late. We thought about maybe pushing it back to tomorrow, maybe even Sunday morning, but we found a way to get this done. So Todd, I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for everything, man. And if you ain't got nothing else to say, man, get us out of here, my brother.
Let's do this. Go Bills.
Go Bills. Drink your water, eat your veggies, and when it comes to our Buffalo Bills, mind your business. Let's go, Buffalo.
Man, you guys are as tough as nails. Team above everything else, huh? Have a good time. Love y'all. Wait on 3, 1, 2, 3.